stew.
A pinch of salt and laughter too.
A scoop of kids to add the spice.
First idea was a straight sitcom, a happy sitcom intro, where the characters, turn to the camera and smile and their names come up, and then that just doesn't stop. And my original idea was to just do that for 11 minutes. But my boss, Mike Lazo, said, I think that'll get you about 4 minutes, and then you need to start zigging and zagging or go off the rails, and he was right. We do a block of infomercials that air at 4 a.m. that are usually fake infomercials that are just meant to befuddle and confuse people who happen to be flipping channels and tune into that. And this was part of that, airing at 4 a.m. and just for that purpose. So I think it's a shock to see it go so wide, absolutely.
Now, you parodied a bunch of shows. I name a couple of the shows that were sort of your influences.
Well, definitely Family Matters, which if you got all the sitcom show intros and averaged them together, you would get Family Matters. Small Wonder and Facts of Life, and I mean the list goes on. They just make me happy to see them.
So now you left out Dukes of Hazzard and Cheers. Was that intentional?
I have a long-standing feud with Ted Danson, so...
Who doesn't? He's made so many enemies.
We shot it very quickly because 2 days opened up, 3 days to shoot it. So we had to rush to do that and rush to get the casting. But then after that, we had the luxury of a year to edit it.
It was worked on between our other show, Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. And we had, anytime we'd take a break from that, we'd sort of noodle around on Too Many Cooks. And it was more hours than I can keep track of.
There was plenty of times where I was worried, this is not going to work. Does this work? I don't think this works.
Too many cooks will serve a helping of freedom and resist the forces of evil.
The response to the song is crazy, and I think that's a lot of the success of this. And it was made by Sean Coleman and Michael Kohler. And they both said it was the hardest project they ever worked on. And they were having to do it on the side too, because we didn't have a lot of money. And they were tearing their hair out, but I think it came together very well.
This was a fun little thing I was doing with my buddy, Chris. It was just something that we could do to hang out together and make something that we thought a couple of nerds that think like I do would enjoy, maybe if they happen to get a chance to see it. But no, there's no way in the world I would have thought it would have been blown up as big as it has.
I have ideas for music videos and other things, and I feel like a kid in a candy store to get to make this stuff.
Wait, is that Smarv?
Smarv.
Oh, Smarv.
Too many cooks, too many cooks.